Hey, I'm so glad you're here. If you need to know what to do next or what blockages are getting in your way and stopping you moving forward, then this message is for you. I'm Charlie at Moonstone Dragonfly, ready to pass on the messages your angels want you to know. My readings are timeless and the correct message will find you when you're ready to hear it. So take what resonates and leave behind the rest. So let's crack on with it. Today we have Smoky Quartz Celestial, Powerful Survival Instinct. This card's all about taking responsibility for your own life, not letting others take control, especially over your decision making. See what else we've got here. We've got Aquamarine. They go really nicely together. This is a card of hope. You're a deeply intuitive person already. You're someone who sees signs and looks for confirmation before making decisions, perhaps. You're deeply intuitive, but don't be seduced by wishful thinking, though. This card is a little bit of a warning to have lots of hope, but also be realistic in your expectations and where you're headed. Let's see what else we've got. We have number 7, personal growth. Well, it's time to ask yourself what you actually want. What you want and what is preventing you from achieving it? If you know what you want, what's stopping you? So acknowledge your limitations, but again, be realistic with those. Desire and determination will see you through, no matter what it is that you're wanting to do. You'll be able to do it. It's about being realistic about how you do it. That's the key. You're being encouraged to investigate, research, learn and grow and improve yourself so that you can achieve the things you want to do. That's key. Making those improvements yourself and finding that workaround to make sure you can get to where you want to be. Okay, what else have we got? Self-love, number 61. Okay, don't dwell on what you can't do. This reading is not to look at what you can't do. This reading is for you to sit there with your cup of tea or be relaxed and think, okay, what do I want to do and what can I do to get there? What can I realistically do right now to achieve what I want to achieve? There'll be things that you can't do, but we can work around those. Think about the things you can do and take steps to focus on that. And then you've got a much, much better chance of success. You can and will do this. It's just that adjustments along the way are going to be needed. Okay, what else have we got? We have prayer. Sorry, I put it out the way of the camera then. Prayer. Okay, ask for help. Tell your angels what you want, what you need their help for, and then trust it. Trust that it will come. Ask, then trust. I actually have that on a post-it inside my diary. My diary that I use for like a calendar diary, not like a journal, but my calendar diary, the one I look in every day to see what I'm doing, what appointments I've got and things like that. And it's in there so that every day I see, ask for it, then trust the answer. And it's a really good motto to go by because it helps to remind you that you need to ask for it or the angels can't help you. They can't just step in. You have to ask for it. But then you also have to be open, ready to receive that help. And you've got to trust the signs that you see. You can't ask for that help and then get a sign within a couple of hours and think, no, I don't think that's the sign. I think that's coincidence. And then another one will come and it'll be, oh yeah, but is that the right answer? Trust it. If you've asked for that help, trust what comes. Trust what comes. That's really important. Okay, we've got confusion. So the response to this help, the response that you get might not look like how you're expecting. You might have been expecting a certain kind of help, whether that be financial or support from someone, help to set something up, and it might not come looking like that. You might find that it comes in a completely different form that sends you down a different path. But at this point, once you've asked for help, you've got to trust that process. So trust the process. It might be foggy, look, like in the card. It might be foggy and you can't see the outcome. So focus on the small steps to get there, one thing at a time, one step more, one step more, one step more, and then it will come. And before you know it, you're going to look back and you'll see how far you've come. So try really hard to avoid hyper-focusing on the final outcome or what you see success to look like. Try not to focus in on that and nothing else. So, for example, if you're setting up a channel or like me, trying to set up this one, if you're trying to learn a new business or you're trying to set up an online shop or you're looking for customers or clients, one step at a time, one video at a time, one message at a time, one customer from your shop at a time, even if it's one listing on your online shop at a time. Or if if you own a craft business, you're trying to set up, it could be crochet, it could be sewing, it could be anything like that. One item at a time, slowly but steady, build it up, and then be so thankful for those moments. If you get that customer, one thing at a time, and focus on that. It might be that you need to set up a website. You might need to start putting yourself out on social media. So take one of those things at a time. Don't look at the whole thing. I've got to do all this PR or I've got to set up all these financial things. Take one little thing and start with that and build on it. And then before you know it, you'll look back and think, oh my gosh, I'm nearly there. And that's really important. You're building a foundation for something great. This isn't going to be an overnight thing. No success is overnight. This is something that's going to build and build. And if you stick at it and stay determined, it's going to be great. It really is going to be great. Okay, there you go. Help from above, 27. Help from above. You are being asked to believe in your own self-worth, to receive all the things you want, all the things you need. You do need to believe that you deserve them. You need to believe that, else it won't come. Your self-belief is going to be one of the most important things today. And if that's all you take away today, then you're on to a winner. Because if you believe you can do it, then you will. That's half the battle. The universe is going to provide, but it won't look like you expect, as we've seen here. It's not going to necessarily look like you expect. So you've got to accept the help from above in whatever form that looks like. You might find the path you try and follow, don't give up on ideas and opportunities, because a different path may show you those ideas and opportunities that you never would have considered, things that you would have never thought of before. For example, if you're doing you're setting up an online business, for example, and you start putting yourself out there, someone might come forward and say, oh, I know you're doing this, but are you able to do this for me? Is this a service you offer, or is this an item that you can make? And it may open up something you never would have considered, but that really lights you up. So be open to it and take those smaller steps, one thing at a time, to be able to really see what you're doing. Okay, hole in the soul. So you've got some work to do before you can keep going. It's as if you've been mourning something that could have been, sad about something that's not working, or wish you could do but think you can't, or almost feeling like you're being held back and it's not your fault, or perhaps mourning what you think life should look like. You may have kids and you may feel like you can't do all the things you want to do, that you have all these ideas going on in your head and there's so many things that you wish you could be doing and you can't because you've got responsibilities. It might be that you have a full-time job that you have to do to pay the bills, but there's other things you want to do and you've got these passions that you just can't follow. And that can leave people feeling, it's a really underestimated emotion, because that can feel you leaving. So it leaves you feeling like something's missing all of the time. And the frustration is a real thing. I mean, the struggle is real. That really is a thing. But by putting that feeling to bed and opening your eyes to how life really is right now, if you can do that and start small and try and see the world in a new way, you can find what you're really meant to be doing. And life is good and you have it all to come. It's not over. Nothing's over. This is just the beginning. You mustn't give up. You mustn't feel like it's not there for you. It is. It's just realising that some things need a workaround. Okay, we have 36 reversed. Blocked creativity. Yeah, this is what we're just talking about. Roadblocks. So perhaps you need to open up to new ideas. Take a risk or two. If you've got self-limitations, if there's things you're saying, I can't do this because, ask yourself why. Why can't you? What is it that's stopping you? Is it you? Are you stopping yourself? Are you in your own way? If it's not you and it's a physical external blockage that exists, whether that be finance or a full-time job that gets in the way, your personal commitments, you can't do what you want to do, or you don't have the support perhaps, or you don't have the knowledge, or you feel you don't have the resources, then find a workaround. Start smaller and build. Or get as close to what you feel the first starting point would be. And start from there and go from there. It's all about positivity at this point. Yeah, appreciation, exactly that. Choose gratitude. And that sounds so cliche and so easy, doesn't it? And actually, when you feel blocked and things are not going the way you want, this is really hard to do. And I think that's why you've got that reminder. It's just reminding you that appreciation, gratitude will bring you what you need. If you choose gratitude, it attracts all the opportunities. And the biggest reason that happens is because when we're grateful for something, nothing magical happens, but it increases your personal motivation. It gets you moving, it gets you thinking, and it gets you thinking, okay, well, this isn't as bad then as I thought it was. You know, if you look on the card, this is all sort of dried up field or whatever, and she's got one rose, and she's being really grateful for that. And when she's grateful, when she turns around, she'll see there's loads more. And it will build and build, and the further she goes, and when she appreciates this, she'll see a bit further ahead. And when she appreciates that, she'll see a bit further ahead. And that's the important thing. It grows and grows, it snowballs, and it can become something that you aspire to do every day because you know it's going to bring you what you want. It'll bring you motivation and you'll do more to help yourself. That's the ultimate message with that card. Okay, I can never say this word. We've got number 11, cornucopia. I can just never say it. You will do this. Look at the card. You will. It's abundant. It's happy. It's beautiful. It's got all of the light shining through there for you. It's magical. You will do this. You've got the blockage. You know what you need to do about it. And if you don't, you can find a way because you're going to ask for help. And this card shows it's coming. You've just got to do this and know that that's the goal. So put that aside in your mind and know that that's happening and focus on the small things, one at a time, one tiny flower at a time to move forward. And before you know it, it will expand and expand. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, great stuff. We've got High Priest. Okay, intend and create. You can change any single part of your life, any part. If you can face the fear and the nervousness of change, then you can absolutely change any part of your life. High Priest is a creator. He's determined and he will not be put off by barriers. He's not put off by anything. He's determined and he's disciplined, and that's a really important thing. One small step at a time can feel like an absolute mountain, but when you do a tiny step, and you're determined to not give in and to keep up that repetition, that determination turns into success. It does. He won't be deterred from his goal. Nothing will stop him. So it can also represent a masculine person who may be of great support to you, actually. And it can also represent someone coming in that will support you and will help you. So when you've asked for that help and you've put it out there into the universe, and talk to your guardian angels, when you go to bed, talk to them and say, you know, this is what I want to do. I'm ready to do it. Show me the right way. Show me an opportunity that I can start with. Show me what step to take next, and then start listing those steps that are going to take you where you want to be. And it may be that someone is going to come in and help with that. And that's not everybody, though. That's just some people. But this mainly is representing that determination and that focus to keep going. Now is a really good time to put the work in. It's a really fruitful time. It's a time where whatever you do will work. If you get the ball rolling, it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So put your thoughts, your energy and your gratitude is important as well, into what it is you want to achieve, and it will absolutely work. It will. Right, we've got Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Okay, so people not seeing your vision? No? Okay, so what? Don't support your purpose? So what? They don't understand what you're trying to do. They think it's a, pie in the sky idea. So what? Your success will say everything that needs to be said. You don't need to prove a point. You don't need to argue your case. Just do it. You don't need someone's permission, and you don't need them to approve every little bit that you're doing. You don't need to tell everyone what you're doing. You focus on you and focus on what you want to get done, and that will take away that anxiety of what people think. But the key point, I think, with this message here is that you need peace to be able to focus on what you need to do. And justifying yourself or arguing a point or trying to show somebody what you're doing is going to take that focus away from what you really need to do. So choices might need to be made, for example. So trust yourself. You might be feeling on edge. You might feel the need to get your point across, but don't bother. Don't bother. Keep your peace. Focus on you, because the truth always reveals. No matter what, it will reveal. Without your help, it doesn't need you to announce anything or to justify or to argue if someone is ultimately wrong with what they're saying to you. It doesn't matter. Just move forward quietly, keep your focus and choose peace. Let them think they're right, because they will very openly be wrong when they see you succeed. Okay, it just doesn't matter. Oh yeah, exactly. Stag, trust and thrive. Stand in your light. Work hard and shine. Stags and deer are such silent, quiet, strong beings. And they go about their business and they take care of it. And they do it silently and they do it without announcing anything, And I think trust your inner guidance. Ask for help and trust it will come. With a stag as well, keep your dignity in all that you're doing. When it all starts to work, which it will, it absolutely will. I'm going to keep this card out to remind us. It absolutely will. When this all starts to come together, don't gloat. Don't feel you need to announce to all those people that were wrong and not listening to you or not understanding you. Just focus on the next step. Because when you've done this, you'll be on to the next thing. You need to focus on what you're doing. Be proud of what you're achieving. Stand tall and proud, and that will motivate you even more. That serenity that you will gain from letting go of the need to be right and standing in your light and trusting will make you thrive, and it will just motivate you more and more and more, and you'll become more and more powerful. It's a huge motivator when these things start happening. Learn from life. Yeah, no matter how much you seek advice, learning from outside sources, your experiences will teach you far, far more than anyone else can right now. Don't make the same mistakes again. And I think that's possibly to do with influences from outside or, other people there. So don't make the same mistakes again. And learn from other people's mistakes too. If you know someone who's done what you're trying to do and it's not working and they're saying to you, don't bother doing it, it won't make you any money, it's a waste of time, you're never going to get paid, it's, nobody cares, or that's not fashionable anymore. Well, learn from their mistakes. Look at what they did wrong and do the total opposite. And you'll still succeed. You can still do it. Don't feel the need to take on everybody else's negativity. I think that's a really important thing. Learn from them and learn from others' mistakes, but focus on you. Learn from your experiences too, particularly practical mistakes like in business or finance or, social media issues and things like that. Learn from those mistakes. Right, what else have we got? Okay, we've got meditation for peace and serenity. Well, that's quite self-explanatory, isn't it? But you do need to be quietening the outside chatter. Give yourself the time to switch off to it all. It's important to keep other people's opinions at bay, and it's great to talk about your ideas, and when you want to really achieve something, it makes you passionate and you want to talk to everyone about it and you want to put it out there. But take that time for thinking, balance it out as well, because it's going to take a lot of work what you're wanting to do. It's not going to be an easy ride. This is going to be something you're going to have to put your heart and soul into. But make sure you give yourself time to stop and think, because you don't want to burn out. You don't want to, learn from other people's mistakes there. It is easy to burn out with a new business or setting up a channel, or, you might want to become an influencer or something, or you might be starting a particular new job that you want to do, or you might be learning something, going back to school so that you can do things, other things. And it's easy to put every single minute that you've got into that because you're so passionate about it. But if you burn out, it won't work and you'll drop it and it'll be too late. So take that time to think, that time for yourself, and that time to bring yourself back down to earth and look at how far you've come. Take that time to meditate and be thankful and look back at what you've achieved so far. And even if it's only one thing, it's only that you have got yourself a work email, a business email to go with your idea, or you've started setting up a website, or you've just looked into the cost of things. That goes on the list. Start listing everything you're doing towards your goal, and that list will grow and grow. And it's a really good visual as well. If you get yourself a really nice notebook, I'm a big list person and I love a new notebook. And I have a pile of notebooks that I find and I just love them. And then I think, I haven't actually got a plan for them, But this is great. Go and find yourself a lovely notebook and write in it, towards your goal. Number one, you've received this message and you're going to make a start. You're going to reflect on this message. Number two, whatever you do next, you set up an email, or you set up a website, or you got yourself, you start thinking about business names, that's your next one. Number three, you've done this, and you go small, 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 small. And then before you know it, you're turning the page and that notebook's getting thicker and thicker. And then you look back and think, wow, I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. It might be you want to set up a Facebook page towards something, whatever it is that your idea is, or you want to do some sort of questionnaire to find out what people want, or you want to learn about how to do something. It might even be learning how to do your taxes because you're going to go self-employed. It could be anything, but have your to-do lists, but have your notebook that's all the things you're doing towards it that you've done, and put it on that list, no matter how small it is. Joy and delight. Well, first of all this will bring you joy and delight, but I think this is a reminder to include that in this, because it will be fun. Once you start focusing on you and how you want to do things, and once you've asked for your help and it's heading in your direction, you will start to really enjoy it. And you'll start to reap the rewards. And then it's a case of really forcing yourself to take that time to enjoy yourself away from your focus and your goal, so that you don't burn out. But that is coming. That feeling in that card is definitely coming. It will be fun. Just enjoy the process. It will refresh you in such a good way and bring change and progress. It's coming. Change and progress is coming. Look at the waterfall behind. He can't even see it. He or she can't even see it. They're going forward one stroke of the paddle at a time, clinging on tight. Probably feeling like this is horrendous and we're not getting anywhere. The cat looks really stressed out, but look at that face of enjoyment and determination in those one little steps. But then if you look back at how far he's come, look at the little waterfalls and the rifts in the water, that must have been a bumpy ride. But he's getting there. Look at the sparkles that they're heading towards. You've just got to keep going. And like a waterfall, it will just whoosh all of a sudden because it will all come together. This is such a positive card. I love this card. It just shows that you're nearly there. It's that feeling of being about to give up, but it's right there. If you can just get to the next bit, you've found it, you've done it, you're there. And this reading does give a feeling of being about to give up. And if you do, I promise you'll regret it. You will regret it. You need to keep going. Now is when it feels so tough. And what's the point? But the point is you will do it. Even if this is a new project or new idea that you wanted to do, but you feel defeated, you will get there. This is going to happen for you. But there is definitely an element of a few of you that feel you're ready to give up. But it feels way too soon to have those thoughts. And I can understand them. I really, really can. Sometimes you do just think, what is the point? But stick to one small goal at a time. And go back to your notebook and think, but I've done all these things. Why throw them away? Keep going. I'll tell you mine. Mine is, I'm looking at one video, helping one person. If one person watches this video and feels supported and takes from this the message that it's giving, and it helps them, then I'm happy. I'm very, very, very happy with that. And I'll go on to the next reading and then the next one. And I'm just going to keep going because for me, it's about one video, one person, one message. And that to me is my definition of success right now. So you need to find your equivalent to that. And then before you know it, each one of these achievements, barriers, whatever you want to call it, will lead you right to the end. You're so nearly there. Okay, let's summarise. Let's summarise and see. So we're looking at great happiness. If you keep going, it will bring you happiness. Don't give up. It's not all in vain. It'll be worth it. The bat, take care, enemies are working against you. Well, be mindful of this one because I think it just means it's confirming the chatter in your mind. You know, what you're hearing and all of those things are bringing you off where you need to be. It's knocking you back when it shouldn't. Don't be put off. Just be mindful of your own words because you can make it easier or harder at this point. You can either focus on you or you can focus on trying to prove to everyone that you're right in what you're doing or that you're going to succeed or that they're wrong. Well, don't bother with that. That's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. Butterfly, a change for the better. Change for the better, which is exactly what this whole reading has been about. And you will successfully overcome the problem. So don't give up. Not yet, not now, not when you are so, so, so close. Please don't give up. I know you're going to do it. I know you've got this. You're going to get the other side of this bridge and you're going to be so glad you didn't give up. You really have got it. So go for it. Go for it. And I hope to see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.